Imagine a structure so precise, it defies everything we know about ancient history. This isn't just a ruin, it's a technological crime scene. At 12,500 feet in the Bolivian Andes lies Puma Punku. Here, stone blocks weighing hundreds of tons exhibit laser-like precision. The cuts are so straight, so flat, they resemble modern machine-milled surfaces. But these stones were carved thousands of years ago. Ancient builders didn't just stack rocks here, they engineered them into interlocking modules, shapes so complex they challenge even our modern capabilities. If they didn't have steel, laser technology, or power tools, how did they do it? What do you think was their secret? Tell me in the comments. But the precision is only the beginning. In the next part, we look at the materials themselves. Stone so hard, it shouldn't be cut. Stay tuned for part 2. If the precision didn't shock you, the material will. This isn't just stone. It's one of the hardest substances on Earth. And they carved it like butter. We're talking about andesite and diorite, volcanic rocks so dense they rank just below diamond on the hardness scale. The ancients only had bronze and stone tools. Scientifically, it is impossible for these to even scratch this rock. So how are these cuts here? There are no marks of scraping, no signs of impact, only smooth, glassy surfaces that defy every known law of ancient engineering. Are we looking at a lost high technology or something even more mysterious? What could possibly cut through this unyielding stone? Leave your theory below. But wait until you see where these stones came from. The journey they took should have been impossible. Stay tuned for part 3. If cutting the stone was a miracle, moving it was an impossibility. We're talking about red sandstone blocks weighing over 130 tons. The nearest quarry is 10 miles away, across steep mountain passes and treacherous terrain, all at an altitude where the air is too thin to breathe. These people had no wheels, no draft animals, no iron. To move even one of these blocks would require thousands of men, perfectly synchronized. But they didn't just move them across flat ground, they hauled them up slopes that modern engineers would fear to touch. How do you move a small mountain across a larger one without a single engine? Was it brute force, or a technology we've completely forgotten? Tell us your theory, but wait until we look at the assembly. These aren't just blocks, they are a three-dimensional puzzle. The H blocks are coming next. Stay tuned for part 4. These aren't just random ruins. They are part of a three-dimensional puzzle so advanced, it looks more like a modern assembly line than ancient masonry. The H blocks are standardized. Everyone is identical to the next, with internal corners so sharp they challenge the laws of physics. Ancient builders didn't just stack these, they engineered them to interlock. Each block acts as a modular component in a massive, high-tech construction project. How did a culture without modern machinery achieve mass production on this scale? To create these, they needed a blueprint we still can't decode. If these blocks were part of a larger machine, what was it designed to do? Was this a temple of the gods or something far more functional? What do you think? But the mystery doesn't end on the ground. Some believe the layout of these stones points to the stars. The stargates are next. Stay tuned for part 5. It's called the Gate of the Sun, but some believe it's a portal to something far more ancient than we can imagine. A stone map of the cosmos. The alignment of these stones isn't random. They track the movements of stars and seasons with a precision that mirrors modern observatories. Carved into the rock is a complex calendar, a system that some researchers claim tracks a time when the stars were in a completely different position. To build this, they didn't just need masons, they needed master astronomers, a level of cosmic knowledge that shouldn't have existed thousands of years ago. Was this a calendar for ancient farmers or a map for something beyond Earth? What do the stars tell you? Share your thoughts in the comments. But who were these master astronomers? The history books say one thing, but the stones say another. The mystery of the builders is next. Stay tuned for part 6. The greatest mystery of Puma Punku isn't how it was built, it's who built it. A civilization that left behind masterpieces but almost no trace of themselves. Archaeologists credit the Tiwanaku people, but their known tools were simple stone and copper. They shouldn't have been able to even scratch these blocks. We see two different worlds here, one of primitive labor and another of advanced engineering. It's as if two different civilizations occupied the same space. Where are the living quarters? Where are the workshops for these master masons? The more we dig, the more the builders seem like ghosts. Were the Tiwanaku just the inheritors of a site built long before them? Or is there a lost chapter of human history we're missing? What do you believe? But something stopped them. A sudden, violent end that scattered these titans like toys. The cataclysm is coming next. Stay tuned for part 7. Beyond the cuts and the weight lies a deeper mystery, the math. Puma Punku wasn't just built, it was calculated with a precision that mirrors modern computer-aided design. Every block follows a standardized unit of measurement, a prehistoric meter that allowed these stones to be mass-produced and perfectly interlocked. We see recursive patterns and fractal geometry. These aren't just decorations, they are the marks of a culture that understood the fundamental language of the universe. Where did this knowledge come from? To build this, they needed trigonometry and advanced physics, thousands of years before the Greeks. Is it possible these ruins are a message, a code left behind by a civilization that knew its time was ending? What do you think they were trying to tell us? But Puma Punku isn't alone. Across the globe, other titans stand in silence. The global connection is next. Stay tuned for Part 9. Puma Punku isn't an island in history. It's a single point in a global network of architectural anomalies that we still can't explain. In Egypt, we find the same impossible precision, the same massive weights, the same mastery of stone that mocks our modern theories of primitive man. Across the Pacific, on Easter Island, more giants stand. How did cultures separated by thousands of miles all decide to build with titans? Could there have been a shared blueprint, a lost global civilization that understood the Earth and the stars in ways we are only beginning to rediscover? Are these sites proof of a single, forgotten chapter in human history? What connected these ancient builders? Tell us your theory in the comments. The clues are all around us. In the final part, we bring it all together. The truth about Puma Punku is coming. Stay tuned for the conclusion. 10 parts, thousands of years, and one undeniable truth. Puma Punku is the ultimate archaeological paradox, a site that shouldn't exist but does. We've seen the impossible precision, the unyielding stone, and the massive weights moved across mountains. We've decoded the hidden math and looked at the global connections. Whether it was a lost high technology or a forgotten chapter of human ingenuity, Puma Punku remains a challenge to our understanding of the past. It is a monument not just to stone, but to the mystery of our own origins. After seeing the evidence, what is your final verdict? Was it ancient technology or something we can't yet explain? Tell me your most daring theory in the comments. The quest for truth never ends. Subscribe for more investigations into the world's greatest mysteries. Until next time.